Anyway, welcome back to my show. This is Ashley Shalina Saenz, and this is the guest of honor, the man who made me what I am today on the YouTube channel. This is Juan Saenz.
Hi everybody. First time caller, long time listener.
He keeps saying that I haven't invited him to the show yet, and it's like, dude, you're the main supporter, sponsor of this station, therefore I hope that you'll come on and at least chit-chat with people so that they can get to know the man, the one and only of mine. Yes.
Yeah, so this is your chance to be disappointed. So let's get the show on the road.
Why would they be disappointed?
You'll see on the comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Juan and I recently went on our pre-wedding honeymoon to Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. Juan is actually from Mexico, if you can't tell from the accent, and I wanted him to come on and tell us about his adventure when we went to Los Mochis, because, you know, hasn't seen home in 17 years?
Yes, at least 14 years, maybe 17, so it's been a while. New faces, kids growing up to be men, and trying to keep in the loop.
So what would you say was the best part of visiting home?
I think finding the warmth of family, people that I haven't seen in a very long time, and they act like they knew you. They don't treat you like a stranger. They opened up their home to us. It's one thing when you show up with someone they know, but the last time they saw me, it's like you said, 17 years ago. And they didn't even know what I looked like when they went to pick us up. And still, they're taking a stranger into their home. I was glad, that people are like that in our family. They're very tight, very, once your family, your family.
Do you think that's a normality for across Mexico once you have that tight familial bond? It never really goes away?
No, I think it's ingrained heavily in the family. But I mean, not only in the family, but in the culture. I mean, you were there the whole time. Everywhere we went, people would just say hi, good morning, and they're not trying to measure you out, see if you're trying to pull a fast one on them or wondering why you're talking to them. It's just polite to, somebody says morning, you say good morning back.
It was really nice to go back home, try the same old food that you were raised with, made by the people who really care about you, even though they haven't seen you in forever. What was something you were really looking forward to going back home?
Really, the main thing I was looking forward to seeing again was going out to the beach, eating some, seafood that was caught, that very morning. So, seeing how I like cooking, you're always trying something new, going to place, trying new foods. That was like a culinary experience, going out and flavors that you remember.
Yeah.
It's like comfort food on a grander scale.
And what's your favorite seafood?
Shrimp ceviche.
We went to a good variety of places, and a lot of restaurants were serving things super fresh, like it was a cow that morning or a chicken that morning or fresh shrimp, just caught that morning. And when we went and got all of this fresh flavor and food, did that bring back a whole bunch of memories for you? Did you immediately feel welcomed with this kind of experience? Yes,
and like I said, it's nice to reconnect with your loved ones, but I also enjoy the trip, to go places. I like that it was made that way. I didn't have to ask for, could you make sure it's spicy? That's how it's made. So it made me feel at home because everything was made the way I liked it.
What was another memorable moment that you can't wait to go back for?
It was nice because everything was in Spanish. People didn't have to asked me to repeat what I just said. So,
how would you compare the Mexican community here as opposed to back at home?
Close knit. That's why there's areas known as Little Mexico, because people tend to stick on the same area with the people that the people that have the same mindset or language, and you're just trying to find people that are likely minded and you feel comfortable. You're someplace different than home, and you're trying to find something that would remind you of home, or at least give you the comfort. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when we go back, now that you've had a taste for your food, you've seen your family, you've gotten updated on where everyone's at, which, you know, it was so great to meet everybody. So thank you again for welcoming us into your home after such a long time of you seeing him and then meeting me for the first time. I really appreciated the wholesome welcomeness. I've rarely felt that when visiting an entire family that I knew nothing of beforehand, really, other than little tidbits, you know. So, like, when you go back, what's the new thing you're going to be looking forward to trying again or doing?
Probably being out and about more often. You know, just going places on our own without having to wait for a guy that show us something else. You know, it's like if we want to go someplace, we'll just take off and
Like
do it. Yeah.
A small adventure.
Yeah.
Like, I saw when we were driving around a lot, like, all of these different shops. It seemed like you could go to any print shop and really get what you wanted printed up, like, whether it be your face or some fancy looking food or anything of that sort. You could get any of that put on a poster and put it up and sell your product because, I don't know, for whatever reason. So, like, all of those different places, I'm like, well, the editing's a little off, but I want to see it. I want to know what's inside those stores. So, like, I kind of want to go, like, window shopping a little bit. And even if we don't spend any money, it would be fine because I just want to vlog the experience. I just want to have my little flip camera and just be like, guys, look at what we're looking at today. Look, this place has fresh tacos. Go to the next stand. This place has even fresher tacos. Go to the next stand. This one has muffins. I don't know, or, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something. There's always somebody selling something that's out of the ordinary because somebody might be looking for something out of the ordinary. I mean, you'll find something, find anything of everything. So.
Yeah, anything.
Anything.
I mean, and when we say anything,
if you're looking for a store that sells switches, there'll be the one shop that only sells switches, and that's all they do. That's all they sell. So you'll find them. So you know.
Right, like if the store does switches, they won't sell the wiring or the hooks or anything that goes with the switch itself. You got to go next door that has the wiring and the hooks and the plastic bits that holds everything into place. Maybe. Or like all the food stops, like one little stand will have coconuts and drinks and maybe some candies on the stoop, and then the next one's going to be purely like shaved ice, like we had when we went to the downtown area where the church was at. There's a video I have here talking about or showing a view of the church that's only like 100 years old, and it was one of the first buildings built in Los Mochis, and then it kind of spread out from there, and now it's like so rapidly growing that highways are being finished in a matter of a couple months, and houses that are too old are being torn down, and new houses with better materials are being built, and they're still way cheaper than here when we're reusing stuff that's supposed to be cheaper to use, but then the value of the house is through the roof and no one can afford it. So I thought all that was really interesting, and I hope that when we get back we'll have like all of these things to kind of document. It was really interesting because right before we were recording I was watching some videos of the beach to see how it used to look, and about 7 years ago that big long deck that we saw while we were there wasn't there, so that was like a brand new addition to the beach. I don't know, that was like mind-blowing that they grew so rapidly so quick.
Yeah, they're always expanding, they're always growing out with the old in with the new, but at the same time, you know, they keep most of the iconic stuff, you know, like the dock. That was the dock to go to the beach, and you know they kept it for people to, you know, not drive through but walk through or fish or just sit and enjoy a sunrise or a sunset. So you know, all the new on the same place. So
like for me, looking at everything just in the town, it kind of seemed like we went back in time a little bit. Like we went back to the 80s. Like if you were to compare that town to here, oh, you know, you can drive in the back of a pickup truck with no problem, you know, and then within the last 15 years we've had severe seatbelt laws, you know, put in place so that we can protect children and people in general, you know, because people here can't be trusted driving or whatever. Would you say that's an accurate description though, to kind of go back?
People are always finding it the opportunity to have a good time. Mm-hmm. If it's the weekend, they get together, they play music, and they ride around because that's what they want to do for fun. You know, they find that they're always looking for the opportunity to have a good time with their friends and family. So everybody's doing that, so that's why people don't get upset. People find a way to relax, whether it's just hanging out in the back of their house or driving to the hot spot on the side of the road where everybody else is out with the car playing music. That's what they do, you know.
Hey, so if you liked today's video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, because tomorrow we're going to have another video where Juan and I take a compatibility test and see how compatible we really are. We're also going to have a variety of other things uploaded, so be sure to come back and check that out. Again, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out today. I love you all so much. Stay positive. Bye.